Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery. This is a gallery wrapped almost 16 by 16 inch canvas because I measured to get in from the center and it was only 15 3/4. This is sidewalk chalk that I used to dot out a circle around something I used in the center. I'll get rid of those right now. These are my little scoops. I have my colors picked out. I tried to pick colors, but I really didn't succeed very well. So I'm just going to start with whatever I start with and hope for the best. This one's kind of shallow. Usually I'd put them in a scoop container and use them all mixed together, but this time I want to try them straight because I can, sort of thing. I'm going to move that from side to side. And I think I'm going to try and swivel this around so that I have some that are sort of equal. And I'm going to put my gold ones down first, or at least 4 or 5 of them. And I start a little bit away from where I really want to start. So I could go back and lead that in toward the center if I wanted to. I can't imagine that this is very exciting, but I've wanted to do exactly this for a while. I've been thinking about it for a while at least. And I have a much larger canvas primed and ready to go. Now I have to make this more uneven, and I guess I'm just gonna go for it. Because I'm not sure I want 4 equidistant rays, so I'm going to go for 5. Blow that one out. I might have to blow them all out to make that similar. Why don't I just leave that alone for now? I'm thinking about sticking with natural colors because no matter what I do, I can always add more colors. I think there's going to be 6 of these. I'm just twisting my little container, which probably covered something and got cut down into a little scoop shape. This one ought to be a little bit bigger than the others. That I want to merge. I probably shouldn't. It's probably better and more organic without me doing that, but now since I've got the gold in there, I think I'm going to move along to copper. It doesn't look like my circle is round again, but that just means that it'll be oriented toward one side. This is a sunset. It's a copper color from Modern Masters. I should check on the color. If you need to ask me, go ahead. Feel free to do so. Oh, I like those two together. I'm not sure about that lump I just saw. So it might be as simple as just adding copper and gold, but I still think that I'm going to be utilizing one of my other colors. I'm just not sure what it is yet. But I do like the copper and the gold. I really like turquoise with copper, but it's used a lot by several other artists. So I sort of resist it because it seems like their signature color. I do like the copper and the gold mixing. Not sure what I'll do to the center. Could be as simple as a gold circle. And I kind of need a much skinnier version of this. I'm trying to put just enough paint into my scoop so that it will make it to the edge. And I'm definitely starting away from the center so I can go back in. Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting some turquoise in there, honestly. I think that's what's next. I'm glad that things look as even as they do. Part of my symmetrical brain. I could have used a little more there, I think. Or started pouring out. So I've got a clean one of these and I'm going to use it instead of this one. I want purple too. So maybe I'll go every other one. I'm going to throw a little bit of, that was the cobalt blue turquoise from Artist Loft, and this is the turquoise color flash from Folk Art. And like I said, I can always pull that back in toward the center. That's kind of interesting, huh? Let's just put a little more of both of those in there. I've got a couple other colors standing on deck. I'm not sure you can see them or not. I think when these dry, these metallics and color shifts will be amazing. I hope I'm right. Bring that right back in again. So if I'm going to put another color in there, which I want to, I'm concerned about whether it should be the light purple. Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll put both of those things in, and maybe I'll just use a third scoop so I don't have to wonder. So I'm putting the amethyst from Artist Loft and the color shifting purple flash from Folk Art. And they're kind of dramatic. I really kind of love that. Whoa, almost dropped it. That would be unfortuitous to drop my scoop. Maybe I should just put all these colors into one container to do my center. Yeah, I'm really liking these. I'm still going to be stuck with a decision about what goes in the odd spaces though. I might have to develop a fourth color scheme. Or just use more purple, which is always a good solution for me actually. I'm just trying to keep equal amounts of each paint, and I'm not specifically attempting to orient anything into a specific pattern. So remember, if you start away from your circle, from your center, you can always pull the paint back up again. I could just dot my center right out. I want some blue. I'm thinking that I could get away with it too. I'm going to use the same purple base and put some Venetian blue and some electric blue together on top of that purple. I'm nervous now. Don't drip. That's not bothering me. I think that worked okay. Yep. So over here and over here, I'm guessing, are going to be okay. 2. And then I might use that copper in the center. I'm quiet because I'm focused. So I've just got this one more ray to do, and then I have to decide what goes on in the center. And I may pull a, no, that one looks like I need one there too. Okay. Hopefully it'll balance out. For some reason it does not look like I shook my Venetian blue very well. That's not too bad. I still feel like I need something in here, and I want it to be purple. In this case, it might wind up being purple and blue. So I do have GAC 800 by Golden in all of my heavy paint. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little blue in there. A little skinny blue stripe ray. I'm really torn about what to do about the center. I could just dot right around. Things are pretty nice the way they are. I want to dump all of the paint out of my little containers. And I can use a Q-tip to clean up the center. But I do think that I want to attempt to pull things in. A little closer to that ring. I think that's going to make me happy. I'm wiping off the skewer in between every pull. Yep, I'm glad I planned it like that. Getting kind of painty fingers though. Definitely like this a lot. I think I just love suns anyway. If I'm lucky, any little gaps that I leave from dragging with the skewer will fill in on their own anyway. That was not a plan. I wonder more my Q-tip has disappeared. Oh no! Well, I'm going to have to take care of that later. Even if I try and take care of it now, it's going to be hard to do. It's better than it was. I really didn't want them sticking together. Continue my attempt to foray into filling in my center. There. Now if I want to put a center in, I'm just going to put a center in. Really tempted. I do forget that my turntable has not been officially leveled though. a copper sun, or a copper-ish sun. Paint chips not invited to this party, please. I've been considering using the same colored dot variations all the way around the center. Helps if I don't dig down to the canvas when I'm doing this. Twice. Going for 3. Wow, I almost got this somewhat done in the time allowed. So, in case you need to know, I do sell my artwork, and the way to contact me is via the email address that you'll find below Show More on most videos, underneath the link tree. The Linktree has Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, my Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery totes, and more for shopping Pixels.com and Fine Art America. I want more paint, right? It does seem a little like my depth perception is off. So there's my copper sun. And please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind liking my videos. I'd appreciate you sharing them if you've of a mind to. Watching them longer helps me out. If you watch when the notifications come out, it's a big assistance, maybe the biggest. My paint pouring recipe is underneath the video when you click Show More, and so is my cell activator recipe, which I did not use in this in particular. This was a pre-primed black 16 by 16 inch canvas that came from Hobby Lobby. I want my, there it is. There's my Q-tip. Just in time too. Although being that the canvas was dry, if you go back, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes later, you can often undo terrible things. Except for the dog hair issue. No, that's not true. You could probably still pull a dog hair out too. I love you guys. There's a minute left to tell you that I do a monthly drawing that helps support the production of videos at the studio. And you can find the prizes at the beginning of the exhibition video included on the end screens of every video in the last 20 seconds. PayPal and Patreon icons are the way to go. If you want to make a donation, help keep the studio rolling, it will automatically enter you in that monthly drawing. I love you guys. There's over 2,100 videos. If you have questions, please ask me. My my Amazon link and my 2 books are on the Amazon link, which is on the Linktree. Thank you guys for all the wonderful comments and all the wonderful compliments. There are no cells in this per se. I will be erasing the chalk marks. That's just a plain old ordinary stunning piece of art. So you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I love you much. If I forgot to say anything, I'm sure you'll hear it in another video. I post 7 days a week and multiple times on weekends. And I hope to see you again. Bye for now. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art.